What's up? What's up? What's up? We are back. We've been gone for quite some time, and we're probably going to be doing quite a few of these over the next
Can
couple of weeks because
can
we
you
got
hear me
Father's Day
okay?
coming up. Um, we got Father's Day coming up. We got some things coming up this month. So, I think we're going to probably do a couple of catch up shows to get us caught up on the craziness. Y'all don't know how to act right. We be gone for a short period of time and y'all just show y'all hold behind. I just don't even understand the logic behind it, but we here to talk about it, okay? Um, Let me start off by saying that I did take the opportunity to go and see The Little Mermaid. Um, I am excited to have seen the movie. I was excited when it was
Girl, why are you on
talked about.
froze? Am I?
And
Can you hear me?
I could hear you just fine. Now I can't. Woo, why we got technical difficulties when we come back. The first night we come back, we got the technicalities. I don't like it. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm definitely gonna keep talking because I don't know what's going on. Um, but I got to see the Little Mermaid. I'm super excited that I got to see her. Halle Bailey is amazing. She did her thing. Um, if you haven't gone to see the Little Mermaid, and let me say this, before I had kids, I was watching Disney movies. I just need y'all to understand and know. So understand when I say that girl did her thing in that movie. The movie was great. The cast was great. I liked my child hated Flounder. He don't like the way they did Flounder. And that's fine. He ain't got to like the way they did Flounder. That's how Flounder look in real life. That's what he need to understand. And it was a real live action movie. That's what it was. They weren't finna make Flounder look like the Flounder in the cartoon. They made Flounder look like a real fish. Okay. Everything else looked real. He had to look real too. Um, so cause he ain't like it. He was like, I don't like that. But that's how Flounder looks, sir. So I enjoyed the movie. I'm going to go and watch it again. My sister and I went with my niece. We took my niece to the movie theater to go see it on yesterday. That's why we did not do this because my sister said, I'm taking you to the movies. You know, that thing don't pay for a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So when she offered the free movie, I just had to oblige her and take her up on uh had to take her up on that, that little offering. So I was excited. I was super excited to go and check out watch out for that cord. I keep stepping on the cord. I had an amazing time. Um, I missed Under the Sea because my niece wanted some popcorn. I had to go on a snack run. So I missed that. So I have to
How
go
come y'all
back.
didn't go on the snack run?
Huh?
How come y'all didn't go on the snack run before everything started?
Because
That's the rule.
certain people, let's talk about this. My sister is not on time for anything. Okay. I like to watch previews for movies. Okay. I like to see the preview because listen, again, it's a Disney movie. I watch Disney movies. They could have been showing the next Marvel film. I want to see what I got before me
Mhm.
to go and see, right? My sister, don't nobody care about no previews, but I do. She had the ticket, so I couldn't do it. So at that point in time, I'm settled down. I'm waiting on her to sing Part of Your World because I that's what I was waiting on, right? Um she didn't sing Part of Your World at the beginning. Like, it was like beginning-ish. So I had to wait a minute because I would have gladly gone because we know the plot of the story. It's the same plot, it ain't changed, right? So I could have went when the movie started, although I was excited to see Halle. I was excited. Do you know it costed to do her hair for the film was $250, $250,000? It was a lot because they attached real hair to her dreads. whoever is styling she and her sister's hair, they deserve all the awards. Like literally, they need a hair category at all the award shows simply for their person who does their hair, because they do an amazing job with those girls and with those dreads. They do. At any rate, um, I enjoyed the film. If you have daughters, definitely take your daughters to go see the movie. It's black representation. I saw something that disturbed me. Somebody was like, she did all that for a man. No, that wasn't the moral of the story. If you listen to the very last line of the no, not the very last line. Yeah, the very last line of the movie. It was about that girl having her voice and had nothing to do with that man. The man was the cherry on top. You see what I'm saying? She lost her voice. Her father helped to get her voice back, but he wasn't listening to her. He wasn't hearing what she was. Listen, I want to be out. I should be able to walk the streets like everybody else. I don't necessarily want to be a fish for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to walk the streets. I want to explore the world. That was the moral of the story. Any of you pseudo feminists out there trying to say she did all that for a man, that's not what she did that for. Okay, they went on a journey around the world. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Husband, future husband, whoever you may be, because I know you out there. We is taking us a trip around. I'm taking trips. Do you understand me? I need a partner who gonna travel. We putting stamps on the passport. You understand where I'm coming from? I don't want to be at Atlanta and Miami. You ain't finna Atlanta and Miami me to death. You understand me? We is traveling the world, Craig, of the world. That's what I'm saying. That's what that girl wanted to do. She wanted to explore and see in things outside of her community, outside of her environment. So I just wanted to put that out there. That girl sank her face off. She absolutely did. The movie also, I don't know the white man's name. I don't. Sorry. Don't
Wasn't he? Did he play Aladdin?
No, he did
Wasn't
not
it
play
the guy
Aladdin.
that played Aladdin?
No, Aladdin was Indian or something. He was not white. Aladdin wasn't white. Let me pull up these people's names.
I'm talking about the live action movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull them up because I can't for the life of me. That wasn't the same baby that played Aladdin. Oh, that man has probably ruined his career, by the way. We'll talk about that in a second. Because let me tell you something. You white people are still mad that this girl came in and she killed that role, okay? That she ate for days. Y'all still mad at that. Hold on. Live action. Little Mermaid. If they do a live action Lilo and Stitch, I know something. His name is Jonah Howard King. Okay. I don't know him. He played Prince Eric. So Halle Bailey, Melissa McCarthy. Let me tell y'all something. I was skeptical. I know she's great. She's a method actress, right? I know she's awesome. But let me tell y'all something. Miss Ma'am is Ursula. Okay. From here on out, I ain't never gonna argue that Queen Latifah need. Although Queen Latifah did, she ate in the stage version that they did. Let me tell you something. Melissa McCarthy, that girl was Ursula. Okay, she ate that role. Javier Bardem, he played his role. That now the girl that was in one of the mermaids was the girl that was in Bridgerton. Simone Ashley.
They played Kate.
Yeah.
They played Kate, yeah.
David Diggs, our favorite from Hamilton. He was Sebastian. He did a good job. I enjoyed it. Aquafina was Scuttle, which was the little, bird. And then Jacob Tremblay, some little kid, he played Flounder. He did a good job. Everybody did a good job. Somebody said Halle Berry. Y'all are killing me softly. Lin-Manuel did the arrangements for the movie. A couple of the new songs that's in there. They could have did away with Prince Eric's song. I just want to put that out there right now. That was the time for me to go get some popcorn, but that girl wanted her popcorn. So make sure y'all check it out. It was some other people that were involved in the movie, and I thought it was really, really great. But listen, I loved it, and it was kind of based on the island. It was a diverse cast because the boy was white, his mama was black. Hallie, the Ariel's father was Latino, but all her sisters was like white, Latino, Indian, black, different races. So
It was because each of the sisters represents the seas. And you think
right. I
about
get
the
that.
different parts of the sea,
I understand
the
that. I understood
location
that.
of
Yeah,
in
I
the
understood
world.
that. And they were like in the Caribbean, is what I gathered. So I never understood in the regular movie why Sebastian had a Jamaican accent. But what they did was, this was kind of like the Caribbean islands, kind of sort of. So they had a lot of Caribbean themed type things going on, and I enjoyed that. I definitely enjoyed that. So I definitely want to, commend the cast. Disney, y'all did a good job. I'm not I'm gonna give, you know, I'm gonna give y'all flowers while y'all here, right? Y'all did a good job. I enjoyed that. I like representation, and that's what I'm about. That's what it is. And to see my niece eyes light up when Halle Bailey's comes on the screen, you know what I'm saying? To see that, because why can't black people be mermaids? You know what I'm saying? Or mermen. And so that's what I enjoyed about that. So take your baby girls, most importantly, take your baby girls to go see the Little Mermaid. You ain't too old to go see it, need to support that sister, okay? Support her. Um, that's all I got. I'm stop talking about it. But I enjoyed it. I'm going to see it again because the boys did not go with me. They know they're going. I have to watch all of the action films, and not that I don't like them, because I do. Um, I enjoy a good Marvel film. I enjoy the Transformers. I enjoy all of those films, but I have to go to the movies to see all of those films with these two knuckleheads. So y'all gonna give me one. We going to go see the Little Mermaid. That's all I'm saying. So they're going back with me. We will probably be not. It ain't gonna be no snack time because we're gonna either get there super early because I ain't leaving. Okay, I'm not moving from my seat. But yeah, make sure y'all go check that out. It was really, 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 really good. I don't have any reviews about any other movies, because I haven't seen any other movies because they've been dealing with some health stuff while we've been out. So y'all continue to lift me up in prayer because they not talking like I need them to talk. So touch and agree. That's all I got to say. Let's move on. RIP to Jackie O, who was the lifelong partner of DC Young Fly. She passed due to complications from surgery. She went to go get a mommy makeover, which to me she looked fine. Okay. It's like, girl, I wish, because I want my stomach gone right now. I'm telling y'all, somebody can suck it out. I want them to do so. I definitely want my little whatever. I need somebody to come on hither and get me together, because I don't want this stomach no more. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. But I do. I That was really hard. They had 3 kids together. Um, Let me say this right now, Azalea Banks, you trash this. You are. I you can actually rap. To me, it's some people that say you can't. You actually are a good rapper, but you have allowed certain antics in your life. You troll people, you bully them online, you take them through so many changes because you went on a show where they joke, only they check what we call them, if it's checking. They go back and forth checking each other the whole show. They don't get bent out of shape because that's what they there to do. And whoever your publicist was, let me back up. Wild 'N Out has been on TV for several seasons prior to you coming on it. This was about 5 years ago when this happened. And I remember I watched that show. She cried because they said something. She gonna call that man anti-black. He was like, I'm telling jokes. That's what I do. That's what I get paid to do. I'm a comedian. That's what I do. He apologized to her, and either she spat at him or she did something crazy to him. And he was like, okay, girl, you finna get this all night. Every opportunity I get, I'm finna roast you. Because why? Why? I don't like, there have been some situations that she's been in, like the situation that she was in at what's that the actor's name? Oh my God, it's gonna come to me. Was he in Gladiator? What was he in? He's like a big actor too. I can't think of his name right now. Situation happened in his house where he spat on her in his house. I don't know what happened. I don't know what led to that. He had no right to do her like that. And he still got his career. He's still living his life. You know, he's still staying booked and busy. But I remember her discussing that situation. But here's my other part of that. You can't go around making disparaging comments about, you spoke on a dead or a lady who died, and you told this man that's what he got for talking about you and saying that he was anti-black because he made a joke about you on a show where that's what they do. That is, the internet is forever. That's what people don't seem to realize. It stays on the internet forever. People can screenshot, people can bring back to your remembrance. So whatever little inkling of a career you thought you had, you ain't got it no more, sis, because people feel some type of way about the comments that you made. It wasn't cool. That man has to raise 3 babies by himself. Now, I'm sure he got a village. I'm sure his family is going to stand behind him. But at the end of the day, he is single daddy. He's single. He ain't asked for that. He didn't think that baby was going to die when she went to go have the surgery that she had. That wasn't what he planned on. Watch out for the cord. He did not anticipate that happening and taking place. So I really want to caution. Then there are some people who seem to have the notion that y'all want to comment on why these people weren't married. We had a little discussion about that. I get the God-fearing part. I literally do. The craziest of crazy people out there are God-fearing. Cuss like sailors are God-fearing. Fornicate are God-fearing. Shack up and God-fearing. So gay and God-fearing. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different things. It's so many different things that we can say. I can say I sin. You know what I'm saying? But I'm God-fearing. And so I don't know what the situation was in that relationship, just like with Nia Long. Nia Long didn't want to she got engaged. She was engaged for forever to old boy who was the Boston Celtics coach. She didn't want to get married. She didn't see a rush in it. They had what they had. You see what I'm saying? I don't comment on people's relationships because I don't know what the ins and outs of their relationship is. So it's not for me to judge their situation. It's not for me to say, well, you done put 3 babies in her. You should have put a ring on it. Everybody don't want to get married. That's not everybody's end game. That's not everybody's story. Marriage is not the end all be all for some people. I just, so, but people wanted to make public podcast episodes and stuff so they can get their little 2 seconds of fame, right? They wanted to make these public comments about how he didn't really love her. What? He didn't love her? What you mean he didn't love her? It just didn't sit well with me that we took the opportunity now to comment when this girl died. I just think it's not cool and it's trash to me, in my opinion. So I just want y'all to watch this baby's kids. They got to grow up, and when they go look at their mother's death and how she died, along with how their mother passed, they're gonna see all these disparaging comments about how their dad didn't love their mama, how not only did the daddy not love the mama, but he couldn't have loved her because she felt like she had to go get plastic surgery or whatever that situation is looking like. Is not cool. It's not cool at all. So I literally want us to think about what we're doing as people. We got to think about what we're doing and what we're saying when we're speaking on people who have passed. We got to think about that in a different light, in a different way. I just think that it's really not cool. Excuse me, for you to do that and comment in that manner. So thought process.
Okay, see, I had to get out and get on my cell phone.
I
I,
got you.
I needed to do a router for my internet because the
Okay.
internet
Cause I
is.
know I was like, I'm still talking. I'm looking at us on the thing too to make sure. And it's been your computer.
So that's what I'm gonna figure out. But I'm like, everywhere I got my stuff, it's covering the outlet, so I don't know where to do with a router.
I
Um,
got you.
I gotta figure that out. But
Yeah, you
but you know how I feel about it. I talked to you about it. Yeah, I mean, my heart goes out to him and his family. It was known that she grew up without her mom, and so now her kids got to grow up without her. And she seemed like she was a lovely person. I really didn't know who she was, but the girl from Wildin' Out. But I was just hating that she had to get that surgery. I know you want to get your body tight and right, but I don't, sometimes sometimes you just
I don't know why I'm coughing like this.
I
And here's the thing. I tell people all the time, if you surgery me, please. I don't like surgery. I don't like to get cut on. But if you gonna take this stomach away, take my stomach away. You see these bat wings? I don't want them. Take them. Take them away. I don't want them. I want to be my size again that I was used to, right?
I eventually want to be my size again. However, I'm going to um I'm going to do it slowly but surely. I got a plan to be fit by 50. I can start now. 2.5 years. Back go. I can get rid of the
Well,
back.
and the other part of that too is you got to learn what your triggers are with that. You got to learn why some people, health wise, they'll never be the size that they once were because they might have a health situation that's going on. I don't want to be fat. I don't like it. It ain't cute. It ain't cool. I be out of breath. Like, I don't like none of that. So I want to be thin. Now I joke about the surgery thing. I'm not a surgery girl, right? So I probably would do something all natural to do what I need to do to lose weight. I'm just not there yet. I'm going through some medical stuff and I gotta figure out what's going on. So that's where I am. But I can't fault anybody for going and getting I can't say, well, you wrong, you shouldn't have got the surgery. Like, and then to say that after this person has died. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a little insensitive.
It
Just
is.
my thought process.
I mean, I'm like, but I'm not going to say she shouldn't have got the surgery because, like I said, everybody got a choice to do what they want to do with their own
Yeah.
body. Personally, me, I wouldn't have done it. I've had 2 surgeries. Well, actually, I had 3. Had oral surgery. I had a C-section. Had a hysterectomy. Didn't like all. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to be. I don't want to be cut up anymore. If I can do it naturally, it will happen. It will happen. That's how I feel. Just be on
Well, again, she had 3 kids back to back. So um you want to get your snap back and
my
snap back.
and you know what? And even the surgery is okay and all and good, but a mommy makeover, that's multiple surgeries. That's multiple things you doing at once.
Which
To,
is what I think killed her. Because
right,
she shouldn't, and she had just had the other baby, like that baby, like might be like 10 months old or something.
right.
So,
So
so
that's
yeah,
what I'm thinking. If she would have just waited and did like one thing at a time, you know, I know and then I heard that the person that did it was very questionable.
let me say this to y'all. I need y'all to do y'all research on these doctors and stuff, like for real, for real. if y'all, I didn't go into, we didn't get the report on this. Something happened. We might have been on a hiatus. I'm not sure. In Florida and Georgia, there were a whole bunch of nurses that were technically not nurses because they didn't pass their exam. So they had fake documentation from some school saying that they were nurses. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all the funny story about a classmate of mine that when I went to Jackson State, I tell this story to a lot of people. All of my friends that watch the podcast, and y'all are Jackson State alumni that graduated with me and came in the class with y'all gonna know exactly who I'm talking about, right? So there was this girl who started school with us, but she's a little younger than us. She's like 16. Straight A student, valedictorian of her class. Her mama bragged on how smart her baby was. I took a class with this girl. It was like an easy class. It's one of them classes you go to class, you get an A. It was an easy class. It's like a GPA booster or something, right? This girl cheated on everything in the class. Every time we had a quiz, we had a test, I'm like, sis, it's open book. Like, what answer you get for this? She cheated on everything. So she went to nursing school. She got out of nursing school. She passed the nursing exam. They said, oh, she a nurse and such. I said, do not ever. I told my friends, y'all got to promise me something happened to me in Jackson, Mississippi. And that girl is my nurse. Y'all better change my nurses real quick, fast into her, because I don't trust none of it. You cheat through everything. Why? Explain to me why you had to cheat in an easy class. I was like, I don't trust that nursing license they done gave her. Well, there are some people in real life that are practicing and they're not supposed to be, right? Mm-hmm. So you have those situations that are going on all over the country. So they found those nurses in Georgia and Florida. He is in Miami because she went to Miami to get this done. I don't trust it. I ain't going to no Dominican Republic. I ain't going to no Miami. Now, California, I about trust them plastic surgeons out there because they've been doing it for a whole lot longer. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be careful. We got to do our research on these people. That's what we got to do. That's how I feel. So I'm praying for him. Keep his family lifted up in prayer. The funeral was beautiful. They released doves in honor of her. She was just 32 years old, y'all. Like, wow. That's crazy. But y'all just keep them lifted up in prayer and stop with the disparaging. I saw somebody posted a video of him. You know, he has a podcast with his homeboys that they do the comedy tours together, and they make jokes. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about people being ugly. They talk about people being ugly all the time. He called everybody ugly. Like, stop. Y'all trying to make this a thing when that man knows what he had with that woman knows what she had with that man. Stop. Y'all look for anything. It's just crazy. Y'all trying to cancel somebody, and this man is grieving. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Leave these folk alone. Y'all, Brian McKnight really is trash. I just, allegedly. Let me, where the banner is? You ain't even have to remind me. Hold on, let me get the banner now. I don't need Brian taking me out the wheel. Hold on. Brian McKnight had a brand new baby boy while we was out, while we was gone, with his now wife, his Asian wife. Ain't nothing wrong with Asians. I eat y'all food all the time. I really think in my heart, I'm a little Asian lady in my former life named May Lee, okay? That's who I am because I eat. Y'all don't even understand. Okay, so Brian named his newborn son Brian. He has a son named Brian Jr., but because he has disowned his older children, this Brian is his legacy. He goes on further to explain it. Here's my thing. First of all, it was trash of you to do what you did. You could have just said, I'm a proud father. You could have gave that baby the middle name of Brian. But I guess if you want to name, George Foreman named all his kids George in some way, shape, or form. So if that's what you want to do, that's your prerogative. But to throw it up in your kid's face, let me tell you just how trash. And this is one of my favorite singers.
I know, right? I was heartbroken. I was like, really, dude?
One of my favorite singers, right? So first of all, let's start from the beginning. You married a woman, you were married to her for 17 years. While you were married to her, you cheated on her.
Mm-hmm.
As a result of you cheating on her, you had a daughter who you have dogged out. Yeah, you might have paid child support, but you weren't there for that baby. Guess what? Your ex-wife is at all that baby's games. Your ex-wife is there. Wherever that baby is, that ex-wife is showering her with love, because guess what? It wasn't that baby fault. You stepped out on your marriage, right? So he bought, probably about a few months ago, he bought the stepdaughter a brand new BMW. And he posted that you are the best daughter I ever had. I'm like, but you got a whole nother daughter. If I'm not mistaken, if I am correct, this is all alleged, goes to the same school as your stepdaughter, if I'm not mistaken. If not far from where your stepdaughter go to school at. So you done bought this girl a brand new BMW, and what you doing for your daughter? So your daughter had to sue you because you had made your biological daughter that you went and had outside of your marriage with a whole nother woman. You made her out to be this big slut. You accused her of sleeping with an older cousin. You accused her of just being out here thotting for everybody. That's what you accused her of doing. And so she said, let me file a defamation suit against you because, bro, you have lost your mind. So you got mad because, first of all, you are but the allegations are true. No, they're not. And went so far as to, she had to sit in court and describe if she kissed somebody, if she made out with somebody. Like, she had to describe this in court because you are a trash dad. They disown me, so I disown them. I changed my will today. Sir, God gonna get you. He don't like ugly. He don't like ugly at all. He don't. You can sing your face off. You can play that piano. But the Lord don't like the ugly. He don't at all. That's trash. Now, before, when the stuff started initially hitting the fan, I understood you gave your sons this and da 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 da. And the one son they were smoking weed. They didn't want to work, that sort of thing. The son was like, dude, I got a job. They wanted to freeload off me and stay in the apartment that I was paying for, and they got upset. No, you got mad because they stood up for their sister. That's what you got mad about. At this point in junction, that's what I'm gonna believe. You got mad because them boys was like, you're not there for you. And he has a whole nother child that's like 8, named Clyde, after his brother, who is a member of Take 6. Clyde, I hope you ain't like your brother. I hope you are rooted in the Lord, because your brother need help. You need to go take some holy oil over there to him, because that's not cool at all, period. I just I don't know what to say, man. Just the trash. Very disappointed in you, Brian McKnight. I just want you to know. When I was a little girl singing in my room, because I want to do a song with Brian McKnight. I don't know about that right now. I don't know about that right now, Jesus. I don't. Did you watch what happened live last night?
I did, girl. But hold on. Did you watch
The Housewives and them? I saw Candy was gonna jump on Marlo. That's all I saw.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something else.
What?
Did you notice how in the beginning they was trying to show the relationship between Marlo and Candy? Did you notice when they did the group photo?
They took Nene out.
Yep.
I thought they settled their squabble.
Nope, it's not settled. It's still in mediation.
What y'all not gonna do though is eradicate Nene from housewife history. Like, I know y'all mad because she made statements that were true about you. But y'all ain't finna do, y'all can't do Nene like that. I'm sorry. I just And for everybody who thinks that Nene deserves this, she don't. Just because her attitude, if she was Candy making these allegations, a lot of y'all would be on Candy's side. I get it. I understand y'all don't like Nene because Nene has been, the villain in a lot of people's storylines. I love Nene. I love Lanithian Leaks. Right, wrong, and indifferent. I told y'all she's one of my favorite housewives, and she's the best to ever do it. I just want to put that out there. So I didn't get to see Watch What Happens live. Porsha was on there with Sheree. I heard that there was some talk about the Marlo and Candy situation. Did you get any idea of whose side they were on in the squabble, Wendy?
Well, Sheree was on Marlo's side. Sheree's a hater.
Sheree is a hater.
She's a hater. She's mad because Candy makes money. Candy's all about those coins. Candy's gonna make those coins.
Well, the other thing is Candy also pays her bills, allegedly.
Did you hear what she said? That big old picture, they wanted to charge her $40,000, so they kept it. I was like, you ain't.
So Porsha, I'm assuming, was on Candy's side?
Now, Porsha, I don't think Porsha was on anybody's side.
She didn't take a side. I don't know if her and Marlo cool again or not, When Porsha was on there last, she and Marlo had fallen out. So,
what show is she on?
Porsha?
Yeah.
Porsha's on this show on Fox called Celebrities on Mars or something like that. She's on that show. A lot of people think that they are preparing for Porsha to come back. I want to see Porsha and Simon on the television. Now, I don't think that Porsha wants that. I didn't like her show. I thought it was excuse my French, shit show. I do. I definitely thought it was. But I watched it to the end. They did not get picked up for a second season, and I'm grateful because most importantly, when I see situations like that, the kids don't need to, your child don't need to see you acting no fool over their daddy on national TV. They just don't need to see you acting like that. So, and they don't need to see the daddy acting a fool either because he acted a fool too. So I don't know. I would be interested in seeing Porsha now. She a housewife. Sheree ain't no wife. Marlo ain't no wife. In a minute, Drew ain't finna be no wife. I need housewives. That's how I feel. I just want to put that out there right now. So I would like to see Porsha back, but I would like to see Porsha back in a better cast. I can't do what's going on right now. I just cannot. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Sonya, I think this needs to be her last season, and Marlo needs to go back to friend of.
Or not at all.
Or not at all. Maybe we need to give her a little break because it's not working for me. And I like Marlo. I really like Marlo, but I just feel like she's picking at people for no reason. She yelled at Drew because your nephew got shot and killed that used to work at Candy. He didn't get shot at Old Lady Gang. He got shot somewhere else. What did they have to do with the price of tea in China? They had nothing. So you got mad at Candy because she wouldn't talk about the shooting at Blaze? Bruh.
Okay. I'm going to try to come back on my computer.
Okay. So Marlo is doing the most for me, and I'm not okay with it. At all, period. I'm just not. I didn't watch last night's episode. I didn't see Watch What Happens Live. I've been watching Never Have I Ever because this is the last season. So that's what I have been on. I went back and rewatched it, which is why I at least need to go back and watch the first half of this season for Manifest. So it has to be a day where I'm not doing absolutely positively anything and I can pay attention because I be missing stuff. So that's why I have not watched Manifest as of yet. I tried to watch the Arnold Schwarzenegger show too that was on there where his daughter ends up being a part of CIA with him. It's kind of funny. But it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, they acted on the go so far. So so yeah.
You watched Martha's Vineyard?
I couldn't, after their first 2 episodes, I had to let them go too because they arguing over stupid stuff. And I didn't see the incident where the other best friend got kicked out, where they kicked the other best friend out. Mm-hmm. I didn't see what happened.
Oh, and it was Amir who was the reason why the girl got kicked out, because he was the one that put the dog's toys in the washer with the other stuff.
And they put her out because
said, the girl said that, okay, Mariah, that's her name, Mariah.
Right.
Out. She touched Bria. You know, they got into a heated argument. She didn't like push her or anything, but she put her hands on him. So Bria was like, yeah, she gotta go. And if y'all, you know, I was like, I would have made Bria go. But it's really kind of getting good now. But
oh, is it? Well, maybe I'll binge watch it. So let me tell you something. I don't like Bria.
Girl,
I don't like Bria. I'm gonna tell you why.
This is what trips me out about Bria. So her little friend Shawnice, she got a friend that comes named Shawnice. Now Shawnice is the girl that so-called stalked her boyfriend. I think it's out there. I don't know if you knew about it, but it's out there. She was going with this actor, and he had to do a restraining order against her because she was stalking him. Yeah. Whoa. And I believe it.
Shawnice a little out there too. She gave me thotty energy.
Right. So when she came out the first night, she was running all naked in the pool and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Bria didn't say anything about it, knowing that Jasmine and Silence are married. You have to be respectful. You didn't say nothing about it.
You know, Bria don't respect anything because, you know, she brought that dog and ain't told nobody nothing about the dog.
It gets better. Hold on. And then, I got to tell you something about that too. Okay, so this last episode, Shawnice is back because Shawnice, she works. So she leaves. You know, she just stays there during the weekend and comes back. Mm-hmm. So, Bria's boyfriend from Germany comes.
Yeah, the white dude.
And so the girls go out and have a night of, you know, just drinking and stuff. They go back to the house. Bria and Shawnice started off going skinny dipping in the pool. But when the boys come back, they kind of put their bathing suits on. But then Shawnice took her stuff off again and timing, and it made Bria upset. Okay, so you know I follow Kempire on YouTube, right?
Right, I do too.
And so he had, you know, he was doing his recap today. And last week, you know, some of the cast members been on the chats and stuff on Kempire stuff on the live chats. Mm-hmm. So last week, Bria she called in and talk to us and everything. Of course, you know, I get to, you know, I call in and say my piece and stuff like that. I had told them last week that the girls have to realize that that Jasmine, she has a new crown on her head. She's a wife now. So that's a whole new crown. Mm-hmm. So, you know, so she's not only she's adjusting, but she can't be that single Jasmine anymore. Right. And that's not what her friends are used to. They're not used to seeing the new Mary Jasmine.
No.
And it's freaking them
out. But her husband is a little controlling too. He's giving me controlling energy.
And he called in today and said he saw it and he was mortified and he's working on it. They went to therapy and he's working on it. There was a lot of things that he knows he needs to work on. Cause girl, it was just a trip. I was like, and then I had to give Silas a little grace too. I said, y'all have to understand this man, he's in the military, and the way he was raised is how he is. So that's an adjustment for him as well, because he was always wanting to protect his wife. And I'm like, hold on, we always complaining about how nobody's protecting us. Now you're saying that he's being overprotective.
Well, I'm not saying he being overprotective. He's giving me controlling vibes. That's what I was saying.
But
yeah, and I don't have no problem. Protecting, being controlling are two totally different things. And he was being controlling. So, from what I saw, he was being controlling. So I didn't like that.
And then
personally, I ain't like that.
With the sex thing, girl, it was so funny. It was.
Yeah, I'll probably binge watch the rest of the episodes. It's just they got on my nerves. And then Amir, all of them who think they God's gift to women get on my nerves. Okay.
It's a trip because two of the guys, Alex and Nick, they're Kappas.
Right.
It came to find out that Nick had a girlfriend, and he tried to get with these women, but then tell them that he had a girlfriend. So I said, Kappas are hoes, right?
And they are.
And then he was like, Kim Pie was like, oh no, not when he didn't say, oh, and then he brought my comment out, all Kappas are hoes. And then so today I said, they was talking about Alex. He was talking to Jasmine, not Jasmine, but Jordan, the friend, the other girls, Jasmine's friend, Jordan. Mm-hmm. Oh, you looking kind of thick. He was like, what kind of line is that? I said, he a Kappa. Those kind of lines they use.
Honey.
I said the Kappas are hoes. And I said, I'm sorry if anybody's a Kappa and y'all are if I'm, what's the word? I can't think of the word. If I am
generalizing.
Not that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But I said the other word. Mm-hmm. But I married a Kappa, so I'm telling you, they're hoes.
Because you know firsthand.
He said, how long have y'all been married? And I said, we was only married for 4 months before he passed. I told him that last week. And he was like, oh, and because I was explaining to them that when I was in my 20s, I had a lot of my friends who have gotten married and wanted me to be married, but I wasn't at that point where I wanted to be married. Right. I said, I got married in my late 30s, and I was wanting to send him back to his mama after a month because I was so used to the stuff that you get used to things, and then when you become a wife, you have to learn to adjust. And I said, unfortunately, I adjusted for 4 months, and then my husband passed. He was like, oh, we're sorry. A lot of people in the hearts emojis talking about, no, we love you. We love you. He was like, well, Wendy, he like, how old are you now, Wendy? I said, I'm 47. And he was like, well, do you want to get married again? I said, I would love to get married again, but right now I'm enjoying my single life. And I said, when that time comes, I'm going to get married again. He said, oh. And I like Kim Pie. Kim Pie is cool.
I like him too.
DJ Richie Sky would do that too. It would be so good if we can interact with DJ Richie.
He used to have people to call in. He'll see your comments and will respond. And he always responds like after the show. He'll respond because he's responded to a couple of my comments after the show. So yeah.
But yeah,
shout out to our fellow bloggers out there. Kim Pie, DJ Richie Sky,
all of them.
Love B Sky, all of y'all. It's Bundy Blue. It's a lot of y'all out there, and I like y'all, and I watch you guys. I'm fans. Everybody except for Tasha K, because look, I can't be sued. I ain't got no money for real. I ain't got it for real. Okay. Cardi said, listen, give me all $64. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just looking at something. Go ahead.
Okay. Give me all $64 out your account right now. Cardi said, no. Tasha K said, I came to file for bankruptcy and I'm going back to Africa because I ain't got it. Kylie said, whatever you got, I want. Because she still is keeping up mess and lying on people. Like, stop. Stop. Okay. Moving right along. Um, so apparently they got Trump. Is he gonna do time? Do you think he's gonna do this time?
I'm like this. If you indicted for something, you should not be able to run for president. It's bad enough DeSantis is messing Florida up. But I'm just like, I mean, is there nobody better qualified than Trump and DeSantis? Come on.
Apparently not. Because at the end of the day, I feel like Joe could go. That man keep following everywhere he go. I don't think they're ready for Kamala yet, although she's supposed to be being groomed to be president.
But
I don't.
This is what trips me out. The people in Florida are complaining about Ron DeSantis and stuff like that. But that's who y'all chose.
You
Y'all
put him in
chose
office.
that black lady because y'all didn't want that black lady to go be to lead Florida, and y'all never know where y'all could have gone. I'm like, come on now.
Yep, it's a mess.
Somebody said they were gonna get their house built in Florida. I said, good luck.
Good luck with that, baby, because it's a mess down there. DeSantis did officially announce that he was running for president. Um, this is about to be amazing. Um, I normally don't watch the Republican debates, but I am interested in seeing how this is going to turn out. I don't know if it's anybody. Oh, the other lady from, is it Arizona, Carrie somebody or another. I don't know if she's running for president too. I'm not sure, but I normally watch the DNC because that's the side I typically roll with. But I'm willing to watch to see because DeSantis is not very articulate. Neither is Trump. If they still allow him to run, this is about to be a whole, excuse my French again, shit show. I just need y'all to understand and know that's what it's about to be. And I'm finna be here for it with the popcorn buttered. Okay, I'm gonna be right there in front of the TV, tripping, giggling, laughing at the stupidity because that's what it's about to be. A mess, a whole mess.
A hot mess. It's gonna be a hot mess.
That's so in Ocala, Florida, Ocala. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce
it. It's Ocala.
Okay, Ocala. Okay. There was a neighbor, and we talk about grumpy neighbors all the time. We definitely talk about grumpy neighbors because I've encountered some, and living. I have encountered some grumpy neighbors and some people that I can't particularly handle. Right. So young lady had children. She had 4 babies, ranging in ages from I think 3 to 12, if I'm not mistaken. There's a white lady that stayed in their apartment complex that was rude to all the kids in the apartment complex, not just her kids. She was just willing to stand up for what she believed in fighting and making sure that lady didn't bother her kids, right? So the kids are playing in a common grassy area, which kids tend to do, and the white lady called them racial slurs, N words, threw a pair of roller skates at the kids, and it hit one of the kids, and it just so happened to be Ajike Owens' 9-year-old son. He went to go get his mama because that's what you do in situations like that. She went and knocked on the lady's door. The lady shot her. Cold-blooded dead. Didn't even open the door, shot her through the door. It took them a little time to arrest this lady because normally you shoot somebody, they arrest you immediately. They didn't do this to her because they wanted to explore the stand your ground law. Here's the thing, there was no ground to stand. She tried to control a whole apartment complex because of her white privilege. That's what she tried to do because She tried to put no trespassing signs in the main areas of the apartment. You don't own the building, sis. She had a headache and told the kids to shut up. She called them racial slurs for years. And she and the woman had verbal altercations in the past, I think since 2021. The sheriff's department had been called out several times with the altercations because this lady was terrorizing the neighborhood. Other neighbors complained about this lady, right?
Right.
So it took them some time to arrest Susan Lawrence. And guess how much her bond is worth?
Girl, don't tell me. But you gonna tell me.
$154,000. Now you know somebody out there that already got to go fund me for Susan to probably get out of jail. Why would you shoot this woman in cold blood? Why would you do that? In front of her child, her 9-year-old child. Her mother has to raise her 4 babies.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Mother has to raise her 4 babies. This is crazy. All because you decided you wanted to shoot your gun. Talking about you feared for your life. No, you didn't. You bully. You did not fear for your life. And her bond was only set at $154,000. Why not a gazillion dollars? Because that's what you shot her in cold blood. Cold blood. In cold blood.
That is crazy.
It's ridiculous that this is our country. You know, we deal with a lot of stuff. We're dealing with a lot of crime. We're dealing with a lot of theft. We're dealing with a lot of crazy situations and stuff going on and taking place. We're in the middle of inflation. It's just a lot going on. But not only is there a lot going on, we're having to deal with still this stigma, not the stigma, we're still having to deal with racism. And you never know from one day to another if your neighbor could possibly shoot and kill you. This is pretty crazy. And here's my other thing. I'm sick of us getting on the news demanding justice for what, had there been another white woman or had there been a black woman who shot the white woman through the door, this would be another story. It would definitely be another story. So I don't know how I feel about a lot. But here we go. Locally, Edmund Ford.
Lord Jesus, what happened?
You know, they have raided their business, their home. Edmund Ford Jr., I'm sorry. Recently because the FBI is trying to indict him. Don't know what Edmund did or if he did anything, and this is all alleged, but it was reported on the news. There was another Ford that was once indicted. And he did everything they said he did. I would like to think that Edmund did not participate in anything illegal. Period. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm praying for his sake. Jesus, why is it 100 people running for mayor, man? Why? It's 102 people running for mayor in the city of Memphis. Everybody want us to vote for them. And you know, Strickland, I don't know if you caught that the last time we voted, Strickland put on there to extend the mayoral terms. You remember when he was probably one of the main folk on the council trying to block it, right when Harrington was in office. Listen, no,
he don't need to be mayor again.
No. Talking about he's upset about the crime. He was on the news today. Somebody posted a clip. He's upset. He's mad about crime, but he ain't did nothing about it.
Right.
But killed the black man that was sitting in his car minding his business.
I mean,
did nothing about it.
Time here is just running just rapid. It is running wild.
I don't understand. I don't understand at all. And I have to. My goal is to get a bigger space and get away from where I am because it's gotten ridiculous over here. Straight ridiculous over here. I feel like I had more to say, but I really don't. Anything you want to talk about, Wendy?
No, not really. I mean, I just been watching TV. I told my mama I'm gonna be in my bed this weekend because when you've been 4 years without a bed, you take it for granted, and then when you get back in it, see me number one, my sister knew the beginning of May that she was leaving June. She was leaving the end of May to be in Murfreesboro so she can start her job in June 1st. Then she waited until the last hour. Now she was going periodically, she was going to her storage, looking through stuff. She still got that storage. Like, girl, it was crazy. So after we got her situated and stuff, the next day I rented a U-Haul van, a cargo van, a small one. I thought it was gonna be big enough, but apparently it was small. So it was enough for me to get my bed. I don't know if you can see this thing right here.
Yeah.
And I left my chest drawer in the storage.
Okay.
And I finally got that Saturday.
Okay.
So in the process of bringing my bed, I thought that the screws in my bed has drawers to it. I thought I had taped them to the drawers. It wasn't in the drawers, or it wasn't in my chest drawer. So I was like, Lord, where's my bed screws? I know I done put it in a Ziploc bag and taped it up. Now my bed also come with nightstands on them. It had 2 nightstands on each side. One of the nightstands got really messed up when I had first came back from after when Ren passed. I came back home. The one could fit. So I put the other one in storage, and it was a bakery who had a storage room right next to mine and had their stuff in there smelling all good, and the rats got into it. Guess what? The rats came in my stuff too.
And got your screw.
No. It messed my nightstand up. I mean, scratched it all day.
Wow.
And so I had to throw away that nightstand, but I kept my other nightstand. So a friend of mine was like, well, why don't you go to Home Depot? They got some bed screw kits. I said, really? And I rushed right over there.
Oh, wow.
And I bought the wrong size. Then I realized I know where they are. They're in my nightstand drawer. That's where they are, in the nightstand drawer. So it was too late for me to go to my storage. So the next day, that was last Saturday, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before last, I went straight on 6 o'clock that morning. I woke up because that's what time they opened the gates up for us.
Yeah.
And I got those bed screws, and I screwed this bed on. But let me tell you something funny. I thought I was gonna be so bougie and stuff. I had got me some satin sheets. Girl, why the first night I'm slipping and sliding.
I had sand sheets one time, baby. I cannot. I'm gonna fall off the bed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm falling right on off that bed.
I'm slipping and sliding. My pillows
Listen,
are going everywhere. I'm like, where you doing? Where you going? I said, you know what? I just got my old sheets, washed them, and put them on the bed. I put them satin sheets up quick. It was so hilarious, girl. It is so
cause
hilarious.
who gonna do it,
And
Jesus?
so, and so one of my church friends, he has a van that I serve media with. He said, I can help, because I'm like, I need my chest drawer
Right.
because I had these drawer sets in the living room where my clothes was in.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mom was like, I asked my mom, like, once I get, my chest drawer and stuff, can I put my Mary Kay inventory in there so it still be discreet? It just look like it's a furniture piece that you wanted to add in your room,
Mm-hmm.
in the room. And she was like, yes. So Joshua was ready for me to get all my stuff out of his room. And mind you, I ordered Joshua a bed frame from Amazon and got him a new mattress.
Mm-hmm.
So right now Joshua is on the couch until tomorrow when his mattress comes. And he's like, because he was sleeping on my niece's bed, and the bed and the mattress was god awful.
I'm
I'm telling you,
sure.
the quicker he tore down that bed quick, and we put all that stuff out in the front. The next day it was all gone. The, the Mexican came and got it.
Baby, because let me tell you something. I feel like they gonna turn it into something pretty. I promise you. They gonna turn it into something right.
It was white and everything. It was not torn. It was no broken pieces and stuff. So I was like, I could understand the bed, but I was like, who wants the mattress?
That's all right. They'll figure it out and throw it away.
And so, cause we waited until the 5th of June to put it all out there the night before, because that's when the garbage man was gonna come collect like the furnitures and stuff. We
Mhm.
had to look the days on when they was gonna do the collecting and stuff like that. And so now I'm finally in, and I told my mom, I said, it's gonna be a weekend. I'm just gonna be in the bed. The only time I'm gonna get up is when I gonna eat, use the restroom, take a shower, whatever. And Josh said once he gets his mattress, he said we ain't ever seeing him again unless he gonna eat.
Ha! He said, you might not see me then. Ha!
so so it's
That's
been
good. I'm glad.
like, I'm never going to take my bed for granted again. I've been sleeping so good. My mattress is still good. I had it really nice and secured in the storage and everything. And so we went to Mattress Firm. This is where I got my mattress in the first place. And that's where I got his mattress. And I got approved for 2,300.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I told Joshua, I said, your budget is going to be 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we're not going to go.
Right. Right.
Because I don't know if I'm going to need, because at the time we ordered it, I hadn't had my bed yet. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm going to need a mattress or not.
Right.
But my goal is to go ahead and pay it off in 90 days. So I won't have, you
That
know,
bill.
that interest and stuff. So if his dad continues to pay me 300 some dollars extra from the disability thing, I'm gonna make that payment like that, 250. Like 300.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Gotcha.
yep. So that's how it's been. I mean, I miss my sister and everything. I cried, and she was like, "What?" And she said, "Are you about to cry?" I said, "I'm having flashbacks." Okay, so when I was in 10th grade, my sister got married for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and they California.
Josh. Uh-huh.
And she was my help for math. And I was like, I'm about to take geometry and you're leaving me? And I just boo-hooed and cried, and I started crying because I said, yeah, she needs her daughters and everything. You know, that's where she want to be, and I'm going to miss her. And I was like, it's not like I can't visit her. She's only 3.5 hours.
Yeah, she's just in Murfreesboro, girl. You be all right.
So that's I was, but I told her, I said, yeah, I miss you. I miss you, girl. My mom was like, yeah, we're gonna miss you. But yeah, it's time for you to go.
Your mama is off the chain. I want to let you know, Clem will never fail us. Never, ever, ever.
Girl. And I'm so glad one of the girls that helped me initially in my prayer group, her name is Maggie, and she's from my church, and she right. My mom was like, who that white lady out there? I was like, Mama.
What are we gonna do with Clem? What are we gonna do with her?
I said, you can't say that, Mama.
What is we gonna do with her?
Girl, my
Oh
mama.
Lord, Clem, you can't be doing that.
My mama just be saying, y'all, I'm telling you, we would have such a good reality show because of Clementine.
I promise to God. I promise to God.
Because she is at the age she's letting everything come
Baby,
out.
yep, it's coming out. I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain.
And I'm just looking at her like, Mama, you can't say that. Like, Mama, oh.
She said, I'ma say it good because I done been here long enough to say it.
And I just
ain't mad at it.
80, yes, I know you're 80. You're 80.
I ain't mad at it at all.
You like Cassie. My grandmama's name Cassie. I said, you so like your mama Cassie. I said, you just like her. I said, oh Lord.
Well, we're gonna get off of here. We will probably be back because it is Father's Day. Sunday, we'll probably be back here on Monday, instead of on Sunday, which depending on what is going on with my pops, I might also be in the bed. We'll see. We'll find out, figure that out and see.
You know, I'm off. You know, the state now got Juneteenth off.
I don't know. You know, I still work for an independent person, so I don't know what she gonna do. So I hope she let us off. We're black. I should be able to go home for our ancestors. You know what I'm saying?
I was surprised that Governor Lee said we gonna let y'all have that day off too.
I mean, he letting us get guns for the low for, you know. I'm just saying.
But so like I said, I've been watching The Summer House, The Martha's Vineyard. I've been watching I started watching Love is Blind Brazil.
Is it so they speak in Portuguese?
They're speaking Portuguese, but you know, you're not hearing them speak Portuguese. You're hearing the English
version of okay. I might be able to watch that then.
What else did I watch? I'm trying to think.
Did you watch the XO Kitty? Did you see
I
that?
love that. I love
it.
That.
It was so cute, and she was so confused about life. Jalen and I watched it together. We watching Never Have I Ever now. That's what we're watching.
I said, "Ooh, okay." She know the girl's mama. Then she was like, "Ooh," and then I'm like, "Oh, that's the teacher's mama." Ooh, you know, like
and she took me on so many twists and turns, but I figured it out before she figured it out. I was like, The reason why that lady don't want to talk about that girl is because the baby is actually hers. She let her use her name. Yes, I figured it out. But it was good. It was a good experience. It was good. So I'm hoping they leave it open for season 2 because her mom told her, hey, you gotta let this girl back into school because you tripping. You tripping because she stayed at the boys' dorm. Y'all had a horrible situation. Huh?
Did you see
her roommate was awful? Like, dude, y'all should be putting her out the dorm.
I was like, did that girl ever go to school? That's my question.
I don't think she left the room. So I don't even understand how is she a part of y'all school if it's a highly academic, it's a highly competitive academic environment, and this girl sit in her room all day and play video games, and her room is trash, and she get out her food Uber to like, that's crazy. No, she needs to be put out of school. So
because I watched that, I watched To the Boys I Love.
You went back and watched that?
I watched all 3.
Yeah.
I said, okay. So I said, I love that. Manifest Girl, I was like, I kind of pegged it. I said, this is gonna how it's gonna end. And I was right. I was like, Okay, because I was like, please don't let it be another Lost.
And that's
Please
what
do
it
not
is.
be another Lost.
And that's what it is.
And I'm glad to say it's not.
Okay. Because I about to say if it's another lost nigga, I'm finna be mad. Okay, great. Okay. So I got something to watch. So if I am at home in the bed this weekend.
What else? I'm trying to think what else. What else? Okay, yeah, season 3 of the Kardashians is on.
I'm not never watching them heifers again.
Okay, it's just okay, yes, y'all officially irrelevant now. So I'm
I
like,
do want to say this. They did cancel the Young Rock show. And they also canceled my favorite Grand Crew. I don't like that. My feelings were so hurt.
a lot of shows been canceled.
Well, the writer's strike is going on.
Right.
So let me kind of break down real quick before we get off of here the writer's strike. So they've had writer strikes in the past, and of course, whatever happens, the writers always end up getting the short end of the stick, it seems, in Hollywood. But what they have done is that writers are not able to get royalties, and actors and actresses, for that matter, they basically get cut one check. And so, say for instance, let's use a show. I'm gonna do New Girl. Okay. So the show New Girl was on Hulu because it was a Fox show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they sold it to Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sold it to Netflix. Netflix was done with it. They sold it to Peacock. So it's on Peacock and it's now also back on Hulu. Every time they change companies, the deal changes. So the actors on the show, depending on where it is, like they might have had a deal with Hulu to get royalties from the show, right? But they might not have had a deal with Netflix on the table to get royalties on the show. And the writers ain't getting crap because it's like, well, Nick, those are my words on the whatever streaming services. So now the issue is the streaming services, and they're not coming to any type of agreement at all. And here's the other thing. P-Valley shut down. Now we're gonna talk about P-Valley. We're gonna talk about P-Valley next week because there's a lot going on with that. And Nikki Gilbert from what's the name of that group? If You Love Me, Say It. If you want Brownstone, she claims that Katori Hall stole her idea for P-Valley because she said it was a play that Katori Hall either was in or came to see, and then all of a sudden she came up with P-Valley. We're gonna delve into that because there's a lot of back and forth. But Katori Hall halted production on P-Valley to go join, the writer's strike. Mindy Kaling as well. Never have I ever. She hasn't participated in anything Hollywood wise, for the most part, because they are picketing with, the writers. So they're showing their support. So they're getting the short end of the stick, and it's really crazy. But I hope they come up with some type of deal because that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to get royalties on whatever I got for, Martin and all of them. Those shows are in syndication. So syndication they got, but the streaming services have kind of taken the syndication, if you will, away. So that's the issue right now. And they're able to just kind of sell the show from here to there. And they ain't got to pay these folks, but they keep making money because they get money off of so many streams. So that's what's going on and that's what's happening.
But 911
got switched to ABC, and they're pushing their season back because of the writer's strike. So we won't even they won't come back in the fall. Crazy.
I'm like, whoo, what kind of TV?
Crazy. Yeah. So,
yeah. Let me think. What else? Okay, so I did watch the documentary on Prime about the Duggars, the shiny happy people.
I didn't watch that. I already know how that ends. I know what's going on. Somebody did tell me to watch this Hillsong one though. It's a Hillsong documentary.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yes. They said it's a lot of racism, a lot of abuse, all kinds of stuff. Yes, honey. It's on Hulu if I'm not mistaken. There was another documentary that I just recently watched that was quite interesting. Oh, okay. The curious case of, hold on, I think her name, Natalia Grace.
I was about to watch that.
Girl, watch it. It's on HBO Max, but it's also streaming on Hulu for whatever reason, because I don't know what the original thing is on. Watch all 6 episodes. It's crazy. It's really, 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 really crazy. But I could not look away. So make sure you watch that. That was an interesting story. Very, very interesting story.
Okay.
So
Girl, stuff to watch now.
Yep. Real interesting. You're gonna be like, oh my God. All right. That's all I got. That's all we got tonight.
I can think of too. Yeah.
So we'll see y'all back here Monday. Anything y'all want to see, I'm gonna keep my ear to the ground. I'm gonna try to get caught up on the housewives and them too. So by next Monday, I have something to say about them girls. I've been watching the Bill Collective too. They've been messy over there as well.
Well, what I'm gonna because after this month, after they charge us for direct TV stream, I'm gonna have to cut it off. And I have Discovery Plus, but the thing is they don't show the new episodes, so I gotta wait until.
So I'm gonna say this again. I have Hulu, and Hulu bundles Disney Plus and ESPN. I know you probably don't care about the ESPN part. I pay $59 a month for Hulu Live, and I get on. Now, the only thing that I don't get is like WeTV, and I also don't get TV One, and I'm really highly upset about TV One.
And that's another thing. I kind of got used to TV One because I was watching.
I love TV One, and I was like, you know what? I tweeted TV One like, can y'all please come to Hulu? They was like, so we don't have a deal with Hulu. I need y'all to find a deal. They responded to me. I need y'all to find a deal because like I can't.
Service, I would pay.
Huh?
I would pay for a streaming service for TV One.
The only other streaming service that TV One is on is like Philo, if I'm not mistaken. Either Philo or I think it's Philo. And Philo is like $20 a month, and it gives you certain channels. Like you don't get the whole gamut or whatever. So, but Hulu Live I like because I get to watch a lot of stuff live. So it got what I'm okay with. But yeah.
Let me see. Did I try to see what Philo had?
Just look at it and see. Just research it and see. All right, we're gonna say goodbye because I'm sleepy. I'm getting sleepy, and I got a couple more episodes of the show with this boy before he go to bed. Make sure y'all hit us up if y'all want to talk about any specific topics. Want to be a guest on the show? You can email us at thesizeup2102@gmail.com. Wendy, how can they reach you?
Of course, you can always go on my website Wendy Edinburgh, W Edinburgh at www.maryk.com/WEDINGBOURGH. That is my website for my business. My Facebook page is Wendy Edinburgh Smith. I have 2 Instagram page, VLux76. That is my personal page. My business page is Wendy ESMK. And that is it.
All right, and you guys can reach me on all my social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, what's on TikTok at Vic Ski is Faith, on Facebook, Vic Ski is Faith More. Make sure you hit me up. And also, we have a Shot Glass Hour coming up on Wednesday the 21st. That's the third Wednesday. Quinn. He has changed his name to Quinn. He will be performing on the 21st. I can't wait. He is the male version of Mariah Carey. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. That boy got some lows. He got some highs. He can blow.
I think I might get the Philo. I'm gonna take out Friendly TV because I can get the same channels that I got on Friendly TV on here. Because girl, they got Me TV on there. If you don't have an antenna, Me TV.
I don't, but I can get it on something. It's some little free streaming service on my TV. I can get it on.
I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna laugh at me. Saturday mornings from 6 through 9. They play cartoons. 6 o'clock is Popeye. 7 o'clock is Tom and Jerry. 8 o'clock is Bugs Bunny.
We used to watch it. I'm not even playing. Me and the boys on Saturday morning when I ain't had cable, that's what we was on. I ain't even playing. And then Jalen and I will watch Ion and watch all the CSIs and all this stuff. Yes.
But if I get Philo, I hook you up with the.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Because all I want is TV One and WeTV. That's all I don't have. I got the Hulu. So yeah. So make sure y'all come out to Smooth Living Wednesday, June 21st. Doors open at 7. Show starts at about 8:30. We're gonna have bartender, we're gonna have massage therapist, we're gonna have hopefully and prayerfully a visual artist will be present to do some visual art while we're there. Hookahs are gonna be going on, the food is gonna be awesome. Our lovely host Lily and oh Lord, he gonna kill me. And Jay Discreet will be there along with our house band. So make sure y'all are in, and DJ Sir on the ones and the twos. So make sure y'all come out. It's gonna be a wonderful evening. That's it. That's all we got. We will see y'all next Monday. Bye bye. Oh Lord, if I can find the end button.